be an easy transition. Yeah. And yeah, guys, if I miss a question, please just repeat it in chat and I'll try to get to it. What do you think about Scissor GX? I haven't seen Sosa's list with my cargo and auxiliary. Scissor GX could be a very good card. The fact that it attacks for 2 energy is potentially very, very good. I just feel like its damage output is a little bit too low, and it's gonna suffer the same as number one. Zorg will be able to clean out the auxiliary and or the Macargo and then work on the scissors, because the scissors don't threaten with 1-hit KOs on the Zorg, right? So they have the ability to do that. And then and then I feel like you would be not too strong against Buzzwole. Like, Buzzwole will probably just outspeed you quite a bit. I don't know. It seems tough. Okay. So we get a Froakie out. We don't have a Frogadier for the first time in 6 games. We don't have a Frogadier priced. And I feel like we end here. My opponent has 8 cards after he played down 3 basics. That's crazy. And okay, so not the best, but not the worst. This Staryu start against the Hoopa is so annoying, but so be it. What will be the partner with Rayquaza? I think solo Rayquaza or with Garb will be the best way to play about it. Gengar Kokolog has been the most fun to play. That's cool. Fade away PTCGO. That seems like a good idea, binder drop. I mean, the extra rounds will definitely be exhausting, but I guess you went to an AC and you played 9 rounds there, so it should be fine. Okay. So 2020s. Ooh, the Max Potion top deck to save the Staryu. Is it worth it? I don't think it is, actually. This is a harsh hand though. I could just Sycamore here. It sucks, but I do have recovery cards. I think I'm gonna Sycamore, and therefore I'm gonna Max Potion to save the Staryu. I'm going to Sycamore. I can't whiff. I can't afford to whiff. And by I can't afford to whiff, I meant I whiffed. I whiffed one of my 4 Evo Sodas, one of my 4 Frogadiers, and one of my 3 Ultrolls left to get the Frogadier. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, I understand how Scissor GX would be good. It's just, I think, I don't think Celesteela GX would destroy Buzzwole. I think as long as you go Jet Punches, as long as you save your GX attack, like, you already want an Auxiliary, a Macargo, a Scissor active, a Scissor on the bench, maybe Celesteela. That's enough for Lycanroc to just wreck, right? It's just the damage modifiers are too big, I would say. Okay, next card was Frogadier, of course. So then, let's water duplicates. At least my opponent already played a parallel, so I'm hoping he doesn't have the parallel again immediately. And yes, of course I can show the list afterwards, Diego. No worries. Of course I can do that. I think a lot of the new cards from the new set are going to be very good after rotation. That's my thought for. That's the only thought I've had for post rotation. I think after rotation, a lot of the cards are going to be very, very good, and mostly because Parallel City will not exist. I think that's going to be the major thing to leave the format will be Parallel City, in my opinion. Yeah. Indeed, Alec. I mean, this whole stream has been a Greninja fail compilation, right? Do I play Lele in my Greninja deck? Yes, I do. Okay, so there's a 3 energy on the Mewtwo GXs. I wonder why my opponent chose Mewtwo GX. Do you think Silvally GX will be good after rotation? Potentially. I think it could potentially be better than it is right now. Simply because of... okay, this is a good top deck to get. I think it will be good. Because Buzzle loses strength by not having... by not having strong energies and max elixirs. So Silvally could be good after rotation. Could. Keyword could. Okay. So we see a mysterious treasure. I don't know what my opponent got. Nothing. Oh, that was from last turn. My opponent isn't doing anything. I think we've stabilized. The Guzma is fine. Why would you go for the damage Frogadier though? I don't understand that. I'm glad he didn't go for the Staryu though. If he had gone for the Staryu, that would have been probably the best play for my opponent to do. But I'll take this. I will definitely take this. And also this top deck. Not the Starmie. I'll get a Greninja. What cards from the new set will Buzz play for Worlds? Maybe, I don't know, very big, maybe the tool card that deals extra damage, but I don't think so. I don't think any of the new cards actually benefit Puzzle. I actually don't think any of the new cards benefit Puzzle. I don't think the deck's gonna be changed too much. So I'm gonna retreat my Greninja Break. I'm gonna Shadow Stitching. And do I happen to know when Worlds invites get sent out? I have no idea, tell you. I would assume / hope this week, but I cannot be sure. Yeah. And Double Cup Faded. I mean, there are people, the majority of the Pokemon players are not going to Worlds. Yeah, so they're already thinking about the new rotation and about the new season. Thinking about League Cups and stuff. So it's fair for them to be thinking about it. It's just that I personally can't truthfully say what's going to be good before or after rotation, because we, as you said, we don't have the cards just yet, and we also don't I have to Worlds to worry about, right? But I think I'm gonna max potion this guy just to save it. The start is pretty clutch. But it is fair that people are thinking about it. I wish I could be more helpful, but I don't think I can be at this point. Okay. So I'm gonna get a Greninja. I could get the Starmie here, but I feel like eliminating the Hoopa is potentially good here. So let's... I mean, am I gaining anything by stopping abilities? I don't think I am. I'll keep the space open for Lele. I think I'm just gonna Moonlight Slash here. How do we receive our invites, Pablo? Through email. So the email that you have registered on your Play Pokemon account, that's where you will be getting an email saying, congratulations, you've made it to Worlds. Please RSVP following this link or something like that. Yeah? Yeah, it's definitely very early. I agree completely, Double Cup Faded. I'm definitely not ready for Worlds either. I can't wait for PTCGO to get the cards. Okay, so we get a Side Strike. We get a Side Strike, that's fine because we're getting the cards back. So I'll promote this guy. I'll get all the pieces back, that's completely fine. I double get another splash. And so I'll evolve here. And I definitely want to get rid of the Mewtwo, right? Getting rid of the Mewtwo seems like the best thing to do here. And then I'll do this. And then I'll bench this guy. And then, do I even need to Cynthia? I think I'll just Shadow Stitching for the KO here. When do the new cards come online? I believe a week from Thursday. So on Thursday, the 2nd of August, that should be when the set hits. Yeah. And I don't think anyone has gotten their email for day 1. I got my email for day 2, but I don't think they've sent the emails for day 1 yet. I got confirmation that they got my paperwork today, so that's good. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's gonna be game. We are stabilized, we have a great hand. We're gonna get double Giant Water Shuriken next turn potentially, as long as we can find Starmie. And my opponent has 1 energy in play, so this should be game. Should generally be game. Promotes Dawn Wings. I believe the Dawn Wings promotion means my opponent left the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and tally this win. Let's see if we can finish with 3 straight wins. Yeah, let's see if we can finish with 3 straight wins. And then I have coaching until 4 p.m. so still a while. Still a while. Just waiting for my opponent's timer to run out. Didn't he like... Oh no, it wasn't him that sent me the hello and the heart. Oh wait, never mind, there's a Guzma. Interesting. So maybe my opponent was not running out the time. I don't think attaching to a 120 damage Koopa is the best call to do. We'll evolve here. We'll evolve here. Once I attach this energy, my opponent might actually concede. I'll go ahead and bench. I don't want to play the counter catcher. I actually want to knock out this Koopa. And we do get the Starmie, so this is more than settled. Okay, is there any reason they announce the expanded bans but they don't go into effect for like a month? There aren't any big expanded tournaments coming up, are there? Exactly, like by the time they go into effect, like they literally don't affect anything by happening today or in a month. Why they happen in a month? I guess just to keep consistency of with rotation. The change is going to happen closer to rotation, but yeah. Like it's essentially already happening. There's really no reason why it would take this long. I genuinely have no clue. I genuinely have no clue. Generally no clue. Okay. Oh, please don't beat Greninja. Please don't let me play a Greninja mirror match. Another Greninja mirror match. And yeah, technically the Nashville Open hasn't been confirmed standard. Banning Puzzle of Time is very questionable. I mean, I don't think it is. Puzzle of Time is definitely a card that can be abused, right? So I think like banning Puzzle of Time means you have to, oh my gosh, what is it with the starry start? It means you have to go like back to basics with Zoark. Crasher Wake, Choice Band. I think we're in for another Greninja mirror match. And yeah, Puzzle of Time lets you reuse Apex, as Locket Master correctly says. And definitely Pokemon never intended Apex to be reused. Yeah. Okay, Remoraid, so we might actually be up against a this is such a harsh sycamore. Against a Lapras deck, which would be nice. Okay, and we get a Froakie. We have the turn to water duplicates, which is fine. Do I think Crusher Wake is good in Greninja? No, I don't think so. And they did nothing about it in Standard. Yes, but in Standard you didn't reuse A-Specs. And as per the format in Japan, like, they did intend Zoroark and Puzzle of Time to exist at the same time. Whereas that doesn't apply for A-Specs and Puzzles of Time. Like, I don't know, the card is very good. It's not game breaking, no. It's not game oppressive like the other cards are, like the turn 1 volley into Trevenant or the Hex Maniac or the Getsis, but I don't know, it's like no reason to get rid of it, but also I don't think, like, it only makes Zoroark weaker. I think that's the other message that was trying to be relayed onto us. Like, we want to make Zoroark a weaker deck, and I believe they achieved that, right? They achieved that by banning Hex, by banning Getsis, and by banning Puzzle. Yeah, they didn't want a Zoroark-centric deck, a Zoroark-centric format, and they banned three of the very, very crucial cards of Zoroark decks. Yeah. And yeah, it is Lapras. If they made the open expanded and I whiffed A2, then I would be mad. They did the same last year with Forest. Yeah. And yeah, like Double Cup Faded is saying, it will rotate naturally for Standard, so then you just won't be able to play puzzles, and that's fine. I'm glad I didn't buy more Puzzle of Time. I was about to, but I'm glad I didn't buy any more puzzles. Just because I don't like proxying decks. Okay, so we do see a Kuzma onto a Frogadier. And my opponent has a Abyssal Hand versus our 0 draw supporter, even after we Sycamore that horrible, horrible hand. So we really need to top deck something good here. You bought French puzzles and now you don't have to buy English ones. That's good, Citurgan. Are you from Canada? Okay, we see an Aqua Patch. We see an Aqua Patch. Gosh, my hair is so crazy lately. My hair is actually so crazy lately. Okay. Ooh, my opponent decides, well, actually my opponent doesn't get a Water Energy and I top deck a Hammer, so it's just a pass for me. You like Lapras so much because it has a very similar playstyle to Volk, and Volk was the very first competitive deck you managed to build. That's good. Yeah, Lapras is a decent deck. I feel like Lapras is gonna be very good after rotation. I do feel like Lapras is gonna be potentially very good after rotation. I mean, you couldn't play French Tropical Beaches, Double Cup Faded. Wow, all the Kuzmas. You actually would have to, well, depending on which regionals you play in, but you would only be able to play French Tropical Beaches at the expanded Toronto regional. Everywhere else, you would have to play English Tropical Beaches anyways. Do you think Celestial Storm will make a huge impact in expanded? I have no clue. I have no clue. Like, the format for Worlds is not expanded, so I have no idea. Expanded doesn't exist for me right now until next season. Until whenever the this is so harsh. Whenever the next expanded regionals is, that's when expanded exists. So I can't give you an honest answer. It probably will make an impact, not a huge one, but I can't tell you like how much, because it's the same as asking me about post rotation. My next tournament is Worlds, and that's all that's in my mind. What decks do you think could win Worlds? I mean, Zoroark decks, Puzzle decks, Rayquaza decks, all of those decks could definitely end up winning Worlds. Okay, I'm gonna Evo Soda into the Starmie to save it. And let's... I mean, do I need to Shadow Stitching or can I just Moonlight Slash? I feel like Moonlight Slash is better because of the maths. So yeah, like I think the bans are good for the expanded format, but I have no idea how they're going to affect it or how Celestial Storm is going to make a splash. So what decks do I think could win Worlds? Puzzle, Zork, Malamar, Rayquaza, even Greninja. Any of those decks are very good contenders. Yeah, at Worlds you can play cards from where you are from, right? Such as like if you're Canadian, you can play French cards in Canada and at international tournaments and at Worlds. But if you are Canadian and you play Spanish cards at Worlds, that's not allowed. Yeah, you can only play cards from where you are from. Okay, I feel like my opponent he's already played 2 Kuzmas, which is good news, right? I can play Spanish cards in Mexico, I can play Spanish cards at Worlds, and I can play Spanish cards at internationals, but I cannot play Spanish cards at regionals. It's a really stupid rule that I can't play Spanish cards at regionals, but it is what it is. I can play Spanish cards at Mexico regionals, but not at United States regionals. That's the thing. Okay, I just evolved this Frogadier, so no point in using my Evo Soda. I also don't need to recover energy right now. I did lose the Stretcher. Yeah, the Ultra Bolas that they gave out for the I can't speak today. The Ultra Bolas they gave out for the Latin American International Championship, they're only good for European players and Brazilian players, or South American players that are not from Mexico. Everyone else, they can't use the Ultra Bolas. Yeah. Americans can't use Ultra Bolas. Canadians cannot use Ultra Bolas. Mexicans can't use Ultra Bolas. Australians can't use them. People from New Zealand can't use them, etc. Okay. Is my opponent going to collect here? Did he attach already? Oh no, he has the energy switch. Okay. So that's back-to-back KOs, but eventually he should run out of options, I feel. I hope he tries to get fancy with Ice Beam GX though. Oh, the Sycamore. The Sycamore hurts so bad though. And gets another Aqua Patch. Jeez. This is rough. This is actually very rough. And the Lele on the bench might be what kills this year. The Lele, ooh, okay, the end is great. The end is actually great. Okay, so how do I do this? I really would like a Greninja break. Okay, so let me lead off by this and get to Waters, and then don't have, if I do, then I have to waste the Subrod, and I feel like I'm definitely gonna need the Subrod. So I'll do this, I'll do this, and I'll do this, and then I will definitely, I mean technically I don't need a Greninja break this turn, right? I technically don't need a Greninja break. I just need 2 Greninja, so I can Greninja break next turn. So I'll do that, and then I'll end. In the UK, you can use any European language, indeed. And yeah, they gave out non-English Ultra Balls. It was pretty sad that they did that. Oh, I got the splash. Okay, but the counter catcher is actually pretty decent. If I can trap this Lapras, how many energy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, my opponent still has 5 energies. I should trap this guy. I should definitely trap this guy. And I'm gonna hold off. on the Evo Soda, because if I Evo Soda here and then he has Kuzma, then I just lose a Greninja Break for nothing, and that is definitely not the plan. However, this could be the turning point for us. This could actually be the turning point to finish out this game. We're not too far behind to where it's impossible here. So yeah, as I was saying, like Australians can't use them, New Zealanders can't use them, etc. And the DC was English last year. I mean, does DC even have text? That DC actually doesn't have text on it, right? It does say Energia at the top. I actually don't know. I don't have them here with me, but I actually don't know. I don't remember. Okay, pretty good. So we finally get the double Greninja Break. And I can end my opponent again. I will lose the Cynthias, but my deck is also quite thin at this point, so I don't think it matters. And I still have Shuffle Draw left. I would love to find my max potions though. So I think I'm gonna end first. Because if I find my max potions, then I can prevent. There we go. Ooh, but I didn't get energy. Oh. So I only get one giant water shuriken this turn. Okay, I'll definitely space beacon this. And then I will giant water shuriken this guy. Okay, so the issue with using max potion is that he can just ice beam. Ice beam GX is an issue. So ideally I would Shadow Stitching with this Greninja, but I'm not sure. I mean, we might still be fine. We'll see though. And I'll just Shadow Stitching here. It's gonna be difficult. Is there a reason why they restrict languages for the tournaments? Yes, and Viper, because imagine if you're a newer player or someone plays a card that you don't know what it does, then you lose time asking for a translation. Like they used to allow foreign cards before, and then they allowed 10% of your deck to be foreign cards, meaning 6 of your 60 cards, right? And then they eliminated it completely because it solves any translation problems. And for internationals in the world, they deal with it, but they don't want that at every regionals, you know? So yeah, they're trying to prevent confusion. Alex Pato, el nuevo Metagross con su ataque que es durante tu siguiente turno, Meteor Mash hace 60 daños más. ¿Cómo sería el tercer turno de aplicar este ataque? ¿Se acumula? No, no se acumula. Serían 120, 120, 120. El daño base del ataque no está cambiando, entonces pega 120 y al siguiente turno hace 60 más 60 por haberlo usado, y al siguiente turno otra vez 60 más 60 y así consecutivamente. Okay, so saving the max potion is pretty good here, and I'm hoping that we will be able to take this game. We might deck before this happens though. Okay, so Giant Water Shuriken. This Lapras can't attack, so I'm gonna do it here. And then I will pass. And Space AB, thank you so much for the follow. I know who you are. Okay, so this is gonna be a tough one to close. The max potions are pretty good though. They're pretty good. Do they allow time extensions for translations at Worlds? Yes, they allow time extensions for translations at Worlds and internationals. Like, it depends on how long it takes, right? Like for most people, it's not a problem, right? Because like I would know what most of the cards do. Many people would know what most of the cards do. But if it comes to that, then they do have translators on hand. Okay. Brothmate, yes, you can use French cards in Canada. You can. Oh my gosh, he asked Professor Kukui. You are kidding me. My opponent actually has Professor Cuckoo. And he has it. How does Ultra Malamar Necrozma beat Shining Legends Hoopa? It doesn't, Hyperabs. It definitely doesn't beat Shining Legends Hoopa decks. What is it like to play against a player speaking a different language? I mean, you just point to your cards. Yeah, you just point to your cards. It's really no big deal. Okay, this Lapras just attack. Ugh. That was amazing though. My opponent had that. Okay, so Giant Water Shuriken onto this guy. I mean, I'm gonna have to hope he whiffs the energy here off of the N. Splash is good. Ooh, the Greninja Break is amazing. Potentially. Oh my gosh. Do I end him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 13. He put 3 back, he hit 1. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm just patient here. And just, yeah, I think I do. I think I should be patient. I'll Shadow Stitching here. O sea que tienes que tener decks para todos los torneos. No, no entiendo, I'm Rodriguez. ¿A qué te refieres con eso? Oh, he has Guzma. No, come on. You have Guzma Energy Choice Band in your hand? Oh no, you just retreat. Benching that Lele. I can't believe we lost this one. Oh. See, that's the thing with Greninja. You're like, a lot of the games you can't believe you lost, even though they're good, just because of how awful you draw. And that's just how Greninja works, right? That's just how Greninja works. Most of the time. It's like, that's why you're suspicious of people who do well with Greninja. Am I gonna play another deck after this? Probably not. I think I'm gonna play the Nuzlocke because a lot of people have wanted me to play the Nuzlocke. I did grind up the Pokemon, so I'll end up playing the Nuzlocke after this for like an hour, and then I'll take a break to have lunch and whatnot, and then I have coaching to do in the afternoon. No, I'm Rodriguez. En todo el mundo puedes jugar cartas en inglés. Si tienes cartas en inglés, no necesitas ningún otro idioma. Si eres de otros países, te permiten utilizar cartas de otros idiomas en esos países. Pero si tienes cartas en inglés, no tienes que preocuparte de absolutamente nada más. Okay, Nespal and Lily pretty much tell me this is Buzzgarb, so it's gonna be rough. Does Pikachu have a chance at Worlds? Not really. Pikachu loses so bad to Delinquent plays, to heavy Prowl City play, and also to Puzzle, so I don't think so. Thoughts on Ray versus Zoroark for Worlds? I haven't fully tested Ray myself, so I can't give a genuine opinion on that, but I feel like Rayquaza is gonna be easy for Zoroark to tech for with multiple Parallel Cities and also Delinquents and also Sylveon EX. Yeah. What is your favorite Zoroark deck, assuming they all play the monkey? I think Zoropod. I think Zoropod is still my favorite. I'm Rodriguez. En México, en el centro venden cartas en una tienda que se llama, bueno, en un lugar que se llama Pika Shop o Friki Plaza. También venden en, oh my gosh, this hand is so bad. This hand is actually atrociously bad. And if I go for Froakie here, I'm gonna have to rely on top decks. And one Frogadier is priced, as expected. I have to rely on top decks. I have 10 draw supporters. Yep, this sucks. Y hay otra tienda que se llama GameSmart, que vende cartas, que vende sobres. Okay. We see a floatstone. It's fair. I couldn't discard my field lords either off of that Ultra Ball, so. And my opponent does need a Fighting Fury Belt in order to knock us out. Ooh, and we see the end. That's good. That is good. My 6 Frogadier prize? Probably more, actually. And we just draw into a potentially worse hand than we had. Potentially worse hand that we had already. And my opponent gets the Fighting Fury Belt. Okay. And my opponent found the Jet Punch. It might be the 6th or 7th time that we've prized a Frogadier. No, las del centro creo que venden en ambos idiomas. GameSmart no está en el centro y vende cartas en inglés. Okay. I mean, we still lose the Frogadier, right? Well, I guess not. Force my opponent to find another strong or another Fighting Fury Belt, and let's water duplicates very sadly for only 2 Frogadiers. Okay. I think this game is actually gonna be pretty short and we're just gonna lose the Frogadiers here very quickly. Can we top deck? Okay, the Frogadier survives. My opponent has a sad face. However, there's really nothing to be sad about because he's playing against Greninja. Because my opponent is playing against Greninja. So what can we conclude, guys? I feel like this is this is enough to show why this deck really is not a good play. It's just our list is consistent, our list is similar to the ones that have top 4 in the past. It's just this can happen, right? This happens and then you're at a huge disadvantage. Any little thing goes wrong with Greninja and then you're at a huge disadvantage. And you never want to purposely play a deck that puts you at a disadvantage, right? Now, my Lily is there, so as long as my opponent doesn't stop abilities, I could somehow, some way, try to make a comeback by using Lele for N next turn. That's why I didn't play this target, because I don't know what I'm going to top deck, and I don't know what I'll want to discard for the Ultra Ball. Yeah. Energy, Cynthia. The energy is pretty scary. At least my opponent won't be able to absorption for a knockout on a Greninja. See an order pad for a Fighting Fury Belt, I would assume. Actually, if he went for a Floatstone, we would immediately be dead. If you really want to test your luck, you should play Timer Ball with Greninja. That would actually be extremely sad. Ooh, there's a Floatstone. I mean, you can just flip double heads, right? You just know you're gonna flip double heads on the order pads. So that's a game. Unless I top deck exactly N here, that is the game. Yeah. Keyword being top 4. Showing it doesn't have the consistency to win it all. That's fair. Okay, that's something, I guess. That's something. It's not N, but it's something. And that is why, guys, we do not play Greninja ever again. Not in Expanded, not in Standard, not in ever again. The format is just too aggressive. You can't miss a bit with Greninja, otherwise you are completely out of the game. Even if your opponent is still at 6 prices, you are basically completely out of the game if you have such a start. Yeah, and so we finished with a 3-6 record with Greninja for today. 3-6, guys. Take a look at that. 3-6. Yeah, 6-3 would have been a lot more respectable. 3-6, and there's only so much you can blame to like the delinquents and stuff, right? It's just all about the inherent inconsistency of the deck, to where it needs to draw supporters, it needs to set up. Pricing the Frogadiers really hurts, but you also get those situations where you can't, or you need that balance rather, between draw supporters and reactionary cards like hammers, like counter catchers, and max potions in order to compensate for your deck's weaknesses. And so no, definitely I don't even bring my Greninja cards to tournaments anymore. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be all for TCG today, the 9 games of Greninja. You guys can tell me tomorrow what you would like to see. We could play Legacy, we could do 9 games of a different deck, a more competitive deck such as Zorogarb. We already did 9 games of Postrock a few days ago, well, a few weeks ago. But we could do 9 games of Malamar as well, or Legacy. Yeah, I don't know why I feel like Legacy. But yeah, 3 Staryu starts, 6 Frogadier prize, and 3 delinquents is the summary of the day. And so, now I'll be moving on to the Nuzlocke. So I hope you guys will stay and watch as well. If you guys are watching and I catch a new Pokemon on the Fire Red Nuzlocke, you have a chance to be named, for the Pokemon to be named after you, and to play along with us. So that will be all, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the 9 games. If you're watching live with me on Twitch, don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back. And Login Master, thank you so much for the follow. Don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back whilst I set up the Nuzlocke stuff. Okay, bye bye.